the story of conversion and healing. Beth, who grew up in the Jewish faith, found herself hopeless a few years ago. She had experienced trauma as a child and was recently divorced. But then, out of the blue, at what was her lowest point, she found God. Quite by accident. Carolee McGrath returns now with her miraculous story.
Beth spends a lot of time at the National Shrine of the Divine Mercy in Stockbridge. A convert from Judaism, Beth's story involves heartbreak and miraculous healing.
When I was growing up, my parents, we were all Jewish, but we had no faith. My parents had no faith. We would celebrate very superficially the holidays like Passover and the high holy days and that type of thing. So also my mother was not well. She had problems of her own childhood and she was a very abusive mother.
Beth says her dad, who was an engineer, worked around the clock, so she immersed herself in her studies in high school and in college to escape.
I did get married and I have two beautiful, wonderful children, and my husband still is a fallen away Catholic. We both have Polish in our ancestry. Okay, so our marriage did fall apart after about 20 years, and that really put me over the edge.
Because of her depression, Beth says she couldn't work and was on the edge of homelessness.
I just slipped really badly into a clinical depression, so I had to be put on medication. I had to go to counseling, and I couldn't work at all.
And then, almost out of the blue, this woman who had never prayed before experienced divine intervention.
I was sitting on my couch one day, and no prayer again, and I just said to nobody, I am done. I'm done. I just let go of it all. I just can't do this anymore. And I did hear a voice. I heard a voice, and it was God. And he said, get up right now, and I want you to go down 2 blocks to a Catholic church, Our Lady of Fatima. And they had outdoor kneelers with Mary and the 3 children. So I knelt down and I prayed for the first time in my life. And I went back every morning for 2 weeks.
From Our Lady of Fatima in Ludlow, Beth then began attending daily Mass at St. Elizabeth's in Ludlow.
Again, all these graces, why would I be doing this? But I was so, I had no faith still. I was just very weak. Obviously, he put it in my heart.
Little by little, that faith that wasn't even as big as a mustard seed grew. Beth joined a prayer group and received 2 blessed medals, which she credits for helping in her healing, one of St. Kateri Tekakwitha and the other of St. Teresa of Calcutta. She was welcomed into full communion with the Catholic Church in 2016.
After I was baptized, I would go to daily Mass. Very important. It's so important because that helped me so much, because the Eucharist is so powerful. It's the Lord, the power of the Eucharist. And Mary is the mother of the Eucharist. It's the center of our faith, the most important thing anyone can do to be healed, in your heart. And then in your heart, it goes to your head, as that is in Judaism. It starts in your heart. Purification, very important.
Beth went from no faith to being hungry to learn more. She found herself at the Divine Mercy Shrine. She became a volunteer and sought spiritual direction from Marian Father Seraphim Mikolenko, an expert on the life of St. Faustina, the Polish nun with whom Jesus shared the message of divine mercy in the 1930s. After he passed away in 2021, Father Kaz Schwalek became Beth's spiritual director.
It seems like the Lord gave her the sensitivity for His presence in the Eucharist. It's very powerful. She not only receives the Lord, yes, it is the Lord, but what does the Lord do within our hearts?
Beth wants to share her conversion story because she wants others to experience that same healing, love, and mercy that can only come from Christ. That love and mercy that Jesus told St. Faustina about.
All of a sudden, from healing, now she's kind of open to sharing. It's like, the whole aspect of evangelization is you not only receive for yourself, but then you wish to share with others what the Lord has done for you.
So many people are lost in this world, especially these days. Depression, suicidal thoughts, anxiety, rejection from family and friends, isolated in their homes. And then things, you know, the sin starts, the devil gets in. I was there. I went through all of that. It was horrible, and I had nobody. So I'm a witness. I'm a witness to show the glory of God. Anybody, if I could get help, if I was able to be healed, anybody, God loves everyone. We're all children of God.
And Beth wants to spread that message far and wide. Reporting for Reel to Reel in Stockbridge, I'm Carolee McGrath.
What a beautiful story about the true power of prayer.